Ever feel like you're caught between being super enthusiastic and totally misunderstood? If you're an ENFP, you know exactly what I mean. And it can be a real struggle to find your place in a world that doesn't always get you. ENFP stands for extraverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving, which is quite a mouthful, isn't it? But what does it really mean to be an ENFP? As part of the Myers-Briggs type indicator, ENFPs are known for their outgoing, imaginative, and empathetic nature. But despite being one of the most charismatic types, ENFPs often find themselves misunderstood or misrepresented. So what makes an ENFP tick? At their core, ENFPs are driven by a desire to explore new ideas, possibilities, and connections. They're the ultimate idealists, always striving to make the world a better place. And yet this very idealism can sometimes be misinterpreted as naivety or a lack of realism. As an ENFP, you're probably no stranger to being told to be more realistic or stop being so idealistic. But the truth is, ENFPs are simply wired to see the best in people and situations. So what's wrong with that? Moving on to common misconceptions about ENFPs, one of the biggest myths is that they're scatterbrained or disorganized. But the truth is, ENFPs are simply more interested in exploring new ideas than in organizing their desk drawers. They're not lazy. They're just not naturally drawn to routine or structure. Another misconception is that ENFPs are overly emotional or sensitive. While it's true that ENFPs are incredibly empathetic and sensitive to the emotions of others, this doesn't mean they're emotional wrecks. In fact, ENFPs are often the glue that holds social groups together, thanks to their incredible people skills. ENFPs are also often seen as undisciplined or lacking in self-control. But the reality is, ENFPs are simply more interested in exploring their passions than in following rules or conventions. They're not rebellious for the sake of being rebellious. They're just not afraid to challenge the status quo. Many people assume that ENFPs are chronically unhappy or unfulfilled, simply because they're always striving for something more. But the truth is, ENFPs are wired to be seekers of truth and meaning. They're not unhappy. They're just not satisfied with staying in one place for too long. Despite these misconceptions, ENFPs are some of the most creative, charismatic, and empathetic people out there. So what makes them so special? One of the biggest strengths of ENFPs is their creativity. Whether it's art, music, writing, or just plain old daydreaming, ENFPs have a natural talent for bringing new ideas into the world. And it's not just about creating something beautiful. ENFPs are also amazingly adept at finding connections between seemingly unrelated ideas. ENFPs are also incredibly empathetic and charismatic. They have a natural ability to understand people on a deep level and to make others feel seen and heard. This makes them amazing friends, partners, and even leaders. But it's not just about being charismatic. ENFPs are also passionate and enthusiastic about the things that matter to them. Whether it's fighting for social justice or simply enjoying a beautiful sunset, ENFPs throw themselves wholeheartedly into the things they love. Once there was an ENFP volunteering at a local animal shelter. There was this one dog, a scruffy little terrier mix named Max, who was just so full of energy and joy. They spent hours playing with him, and he ended up stealing their heart. That's when they realized that, as an ENFP, they are not just passionate about making a difference. They're also passionate about connection and community. As an ENFP, you've probably had moments like that, where you just felt like you were meant to do something more. Maybe it was volunteering, maybe it was starting a business, or maybe it was simply having a deep conversation with a friend. Whatever it was, you knew that you were meant to make a difference. One of the most defining moments in the life of an ENFP is when they realize that they're not alone. They realize that there are others out there who share their passion, their idealism, and their creativity. And that's when the magic happens. In the end, being an ENFP is all about embracing your uniqueness and finding your tribe. It's about being brave enough to be yourself, even when that means going against the grain. And it's about remembering that, no matter what the world throws your way, you're not alone. So what's it like being an ENFP? It's like being a force of nature, always striving to make a difference and to connect with others on a deep level. And if you're an ENFP, you know exactly what I mean. Let's delve deeper into the traits and intricacies of ENFPs. Their enthusiasm and energy often make them the life of the party. However, this same trait can lead to them feeling burnt out if they don't find the right balance. ENFPs have a powerful need to recharge their batteries, which they typically do through quiet reflection or engaging in creative pursuits. ENFPs are explorers at heart. They thrive on seeking out new experiences, meeting new people, and learning new things. This constant quest for novelty keeps their minds stimulated and engaged, but it can also lead them to become easily bored with routine and repetition. As such, it's essential for ENFPs to find ways to infuse variety and excitement into their everyday lives. In relationships, ENFPs are deeply committed and passionate partners. They bring a lot of joy, warmth, and spontaneity to their relationships, which can make them incredibly fulfilling partners. However, their need for independence and personal growth means they require a partner who understands and supports their need for freedom and self-expression. Professionally, ENFPs are drawn to careers that allow them to express their creativity and connect with others. They excel in roles that involve brainstorming, problem-solving, and helping others. Common career paths for ENFPs include roles in counseling, teaching, writing, and the arts. However, it's crucial for ENFPs to find a career that aligns with their values and passions, as they are unlikely to thrive in environments that feel restrictive or mundane. One of the main challenges ENFPs face is their tendency to overextend themselves. Their enthusiasm for new projects and ideas can lead them to take on more than they can handle, which can result in stress and burnout. Learning to set boundaries and prioritize their time is essential for ENFPs to maintain their well-being and continue to thrive. Another challenge for ENFPs is balancing their idealism with practicality. While their visionary outlook allows them to see possibilities and opportunities that others might miss, it can also lead them to become disillusioned when reality doesn't match their expectations. Developing a more grounded perspective and learning to navigate the practical aspects of life can help ENFPs achieve their goals while staying true to their values. Personal growth and development are vital for ENFPs. They are constantly seeking ways to improve themselves and the world around them. Engaging in activities that promote self-awareness, such as journaling, meditation, and therapy, can help ENFPs gain a deeper understanding of themselves and their motivations. Additionally, surrounding themselves with supportive and like-minded individuals can provide the encouragement and inspiration they need to continue growing and evolving. Embracing vulnerability is another crucial aspect of personal growth for ENFPs. Their empathetic nature means they often put others' needs before their own, which can lead to emotional exhaustion. Learning to express their own needs and emotions openly and honestly can help ENFPs build more balanced and authentic relationships. By embracing their vulnerability, ENFPs can create deeper connections with others and foster a greater sense of self-acceptance. ENFPs' intuition plays a significant role in their decision-making process. They rely on their gut feelings and instincts to guide them through life, often trusting their inner voice more than external opinions. This intuitive approach can lead them to make bold and unconventional choices, but it can also make them susceptible to overthinking and second-guessing themselves. Developing a balance between intuition and rationality can help ENFPs make more informed and confident decisions. Empathy is one of the most powerful traits of ENFPs. Their ability to understand and connect with others on an emotional level allows them to build strong and supportive relationships. This empathy also makes them excellent communicators, as they can quickly tune into the needs and feelings of those around them. However, it's essential for ENFPs to practice self-care and establish boundaries to prevent becoming overwhelmed by others' emotions. Finding fulfillment is a lifelong journey for ENFPs. Their ever-evolving interests and passions mean they are constantly seeking new ways to find meaning and purpose in their lives. This quest for fulfillment can lead them to explore various hobbies, careers, and relationships, always striving to live authentically and make a positive impact on the world.